I just don't understand this guy. I think his name is Marques or whatever they name him. I just don't understand the whole concept of his channel. I don't really understand. I don't get it. It's he talks about explaining stuff, or that he's a tech reviewer, or he's an expert at this and that. He claims, or so-called claims. I've seen him on other company websites, but yet how is he an expert if he has no knowledge or background in any kind of, he never worked for a tech company, he never graduated, he never went to an Ivy League school, and when he went to college, I think he has a degree in like fine arts or general studies, or like media. I think that's what his degree's in. So, it's not in electrical engineering, it's not in any kind of, you know, mechanical engineering. It's not even any kind of, web design or any kind of design at all. Or there's no expertise in any of these. So I don't understand. I see you as just a YouTube channel, and you're getting a sheet of specs. You know, if I went down to a dealership and I picked out a vehicle and I read the specs and I said, okay, this is the horsepower, this is the torque. I'm a mechanic. Well, a mechanic has nothing to do with reading off the specs and then thinking you're an expert about it. I mean, I see YouTubers go to these events, but you know, as a as electrical engineer, I don't understand the concepts of YouTube or YouTube. I mean, I see you as you have a channel on YouTube, but I don't understand what, just even the title of this is the Tesla bot explained, but you didn't explain anything. You don't know. You're not an inventor. You don't understand. You're asking questions that you have no idea. I mean, I don't understand what this video explained. You are more confused than anyone here. I don't understand what, and I've seen you so many times on other videos making reviews about stuff that you're not even just an inventor. The whole concept, you don't even understand. All you're doing is reading off the specs and saying, oh, this has a certain chip in it, this has a certain storage, a certain screen display, density, a certain, but this is all specs off a sheet of paper that the company prints out so you can read it, but you don't understand what it all means. You don't understand what the concept behind how it's even created. So let me just continue this real quick. I'll play a little.
This robot too. What other colors will it come in?
I mean, explaining what other colors. Well, as an engineer, explaining the colors, that has a color is, you can just, I mean, a paint, that's ridiculous. It's not about, if you're worried about what color it is, I don't understand that. That's the least. That has nothing to do with any kind of design, any kind of intellectual properties of any device. So I just don't understand why you'd ask a question about what color it comes in. What color it comes in.
Will it come in matte black? How does it charge?
And how does it charge?
Will it just sit on a USB port in the corner of a room every day? I don't know. Will this ever even go on sale?
Would it even go on sale? Well, it's a prototype, so just like when you're doing any kind of interface and you're designing and you're inventing things, of course you have all these prototypes, but it could take years and years depending on funding and also timing. It could take, if ever possible, it just depends. On the Tesla bot, it depends on how much you're willing to put into it. If you're willing to put it 10 billion, 20 billion, it's possible to see in the next 5 to 10 years. But to be able to do that, for what purpose? And besides that, you have to think about the cost. So would it be, you would have the technology to do it, but would it be enough where at the end of the day you would make things that were affordable for consumers? So then the large vast majority would have it, where you would be able to make profits off that. So just,
And I don't know if it's really even about this robot going on sale as much as it is just about, honestly, it could really just be Tesla exploring their computer vision in another form factor, just like Boston Dynamics. It's just about Tesla becoming the best AI.
well, actually, I know Boston Dynamics, and they're, the reason why it's been taking them so long is, if you notice with anything that they use, uh, the four legs robot, or the supposedly human or supposed human robot, it's all self-controlled. It's remote controlled with a human controlling every movement. Sure, it's calibrated to something like a gyroscope, where it's able to balance itself, yet it's being controlled by a human with a remote controller. So they are far from, what you see is just prototypes from them.
And computer vision company that they possibly can, and this being just one more avenue to get better at it. So there's no good reason I can think of for a humanoid robot to exist out there in people's hands anyway. But hey, makes a lot of good headlines. It's obviously something we've been fascinated with forever and will continue to be for a long time. And it could just be one more form factor that Tesla's exploring. And also, when have they ever said no to a good free PR opportunity? So anyway, that's about my thoughts on it. I'm super curious what you guys think. If you have any thoughts on, would you want something like this in your own home? Do you think the robot will exist?
Well, obviously, it wouldn't be used for consumer value, to go, oh, here, go run and get groceries. It wouldn't be used for that. It would be more used for, industrial, and more for, I think, government usage than it would be for consumer or civilians. I mean, to use robots, maybe in a couple hundred years, but by then it would be used by mostly governments and just